Hi everybody, welcome to today's video. Today's video I'm just doing a little haul for you because I've got some art supplies. I haven't uploaded a video for a while only because I am pregnant, 5 months pregnant, and I haven't really been feeling that great here and there, just mainly tiredness and the usual pregnancy symptoms, nothing out of the ordinary, but I just haven't felt like making videos and doing a lot of art because it takes up a lot of energy. But I'm slowly getting back into things while I can before I reach my third trimester, when I'll probably slow down a bit more. But I just wanted to show you guys what I bought and give you a little update as to why I've been quite quiet on this channel. So let's get started. Oh, I also have a really bad cold, so if I don't sound too great, that's why. But I just wanted to get this video out anyway. So first things I'll start with is so I need to top up on some watercolours because I'm doing some flower watercolour paintings that I want to put up in my Etsy shop. So this one is Permanent Rose. I love this colour, this and Alizarin Crimson. I like those two colours, are my favourite. Dioxazine Purple. I don't know if that's focusing well, that's it. And I got this one. These two are Coltman watercolours, series 1, and which is the lower grade. And then I've got this one. I didn't have quinacridone gold in the series 1, so I had to go up to series 3 and pay a bit more to get this, so, which comes in a smaller tube. But it's obviously more pigmented, so I won't need a lot of that. But I would be interested to see how the quality of this compared with the other two. So that's those. And I also bought an empty water palette so that I can make my own, put my own colours in here, because I've got a lot of tubes. I like working from tube paint a lot, so I do have a lot, but I'd like to set up my own palette, put all the colours in here. So put all the colours along here, up there, there, let them dry, and then use them. Can just mix them here, and then just use them as a bigger palette, because I've only got the two small travel size, one's medium and one's small, but I want to make my own customised one, which I'm going to do a video about this. That'll be my next video, is me doing this watercolour, filling up this watercolour palette, if you're interested. And so that's that. And the next thing is this palette knife. I was doing some palette knife work recently. I'll just quickly show you, because I've just got some ideas that I was hashing out. Where is it? I don't know where I've put it now. Oh, I know where it is. Yes, I was just hashing out basically some impasto painting flowers. So I just tried out this. I don't know if you can really see that well, but yeah, I was just playing around with some paint. So I wanted to get some more palette knives. I did that with a palette knife. So I want to do some more flower paintings, just small ones, probably about this size, but on a canvas board, but proper canvas. So there's some things that I'm going to be working on in the future. So yeah, I've got this palette knife, which is good for flowers, like just creating that petal effect. I've got other palette knives, but I just didn't have this one, so I added that. It was about £5 for this. I bought watercolour paper. This wasn't exactly what I wanted. The watercolour postcards, they didn't have any, so this is like the next size up. So, but it should be fine. This watercolour paper isn't brilliant. It does warp. The other watercolour paper that I've been using, which is much thicker, is a bit more durable, but I think these are only going to be light washes that I'm doing. I don't know if you can see that, but I've already started using it to sketch out some flowers that I'm going to be colouring in watercolour. and then they'll go in my shop once they're all done, if they're up to the standard I need them to be. I've also got Tear Off palette. I use this rather than for acrylic painting. These are really good. You get 50 sheets, and I just do all my mixing on here, and then once I finish my painting I tear off the palette and put it in the bin, so it just avoids all the washing up. So, and oils, you can use this, I've used this with oil paints as well. So it's, with the oil paints, because they're oily, it does tend to sink for a little, the oil. So but you can always just put some kitchen roll underneath to just soak up any excess oil. I mean, it's not dramatically, but it does give it does seep, the oil seeps around a little, but it's brilliant for acrylic painting, these. So that's those. And the next things was these inks, Winsor & Newton inks. I love Winsor & Newton, these little Winsor & Newton inks. So I've been after this for a while. What's this one? A silver one. So I found some metallic inks in there. They didn't have these before. So that's the metallic ink, silver. So that's what it looks like. So excited to try these out. Because I've got some ideas for using these on backgrounds for my work. So that's that one's, just see if I can focus, silver metallic aluminium. My cold's making my pronunciation a bit off track, so just bear with me. This one is the gold one. I've seen reviews on this gold one and it's just mixed reviews, but I'll just try it out myself, and then, because obviously everybody's using it for their own different purposes, so I'll try it out myself and see how I get on with it. So that's that. It's just gold. And I love using gold in my artwork, like love it. Like wherever I can fit a bit of gold in, I will. This is apple green. I wanted some nice bright vivid inks to experiment with. This is apple green, so that looks nice. But I've used inks for actually just creating, like with a paintbrush, and just creating drawings with them. Just some water and a paintbrush and just ink, and just doing some drawings with them. That's always fun as well. Or you can just use them like you would watercolours for backgrounds. You can use them with a nib to do some writing with. Dip your nib in and do writing, or some outlining. You can use these for outlining. There's all sorts of uses that you can use for these, but I just love the little tiny bottles. I'm a sucker for little tiny things like this. This is crimson, which I've used this one before. It's a nice bright red. So that's that one. This one is violet. You do have to use these within I'd say within about a year, because I've had these inks before sitting around and they go a bit bitty if you don't use them within a certain time frame, and then you just can't use them because you'll use it and they'll just have little bits in there. So that's that. And then I've got canary yellow. I hope this is focusing. Yeah. Canary yellow. I've not used this canary yellow before, so I'm not sure how bright that's going to come out. So that's that. And the last one on the inks is blue. I'm hoping this is going to be a nice bright blue. I can't remember if I've had this blue before. Yeah, that looks like a really nice blue. So yep. So that's that last one. So I bought quite a few inks there. These inks are £3.75. All my supplies I buy from Cass Art, because there's an art shop where I work. So it's easy for me to pop along and spend lots of money in there. I also got this heavy gel gloss medium, and basically it thickens up it's thicker. Basically you can get, for acrylic paints, you can get the golden heavy body colours, which are supposed to be the thicker paints. But this, if you want to use this with normal acrylics, it thickens up your paint even thicker than the golden heavy body colours. So this is great for impasto painting, and this is what I used to do that rose with that I just showed you. Just mix this with some paint. It also makes your paint last longer because you're mainly using this and then just adding a little bit of paint to it and then using it, and then when it dries it just keeps all the peaks. Also I've used it for, from this painting, it's on the flowers at the top, I used it mixed in there. You can see it's kept I did this painting at the end of last year, and it's just dried nicely with the peaks. This painting is still available in my shop as well if anyone's interested in that. So yeah, it just gives a nice effect, so I'm going to use that for my impasto flower paintings that I'm intending to do. Then I had to top up on some acrylics. I used this sap green a lot, so I just bought a big one because I just had a tube. I had a couple of tubes, but I tend to use this sap green a lot. It mixes really well to lighten and darken when you need a green, so this is the perfect green I like to use. And some boring titanium white because I run out of this so quickly, just use so much of it. And last but not least is this Buffalo blue, which is the background. That painting I just showed you, I used this for the background, and it come out really nice. It's a lovely navy blue, so it's my favourite navy blue. Let's put that painting back up. So that is, I think that's everything. Yeah, that's everything. Also, I didn't buy this in my haul, but I just wanted to show you this journal that I got. It's a 52-week planner, and it so you've got your, so basically it's for your goals. So you've got 52-week plan ideas, then it breaks it down to your 4-week plan ideas, and then 7-day plan ideas and reflection ideas. That's the titles up there. So it's a really cool little, it's got your calendars, and then it's got your reflection part, so you can just use it for planning, and it hasn't got no dates, so you don't have to, if you don't use it all in the year. So that's the 7-day plan bit, and then you can go below and just write some notes at the bottom, and it just goes on like that, and it's got 52 weeks in there, and it's got quotes in between. Some beautiful paths can't be discovered without getting lost. True. True. So that's my little haul and my update. I hope you enjoyed the video and can understand that being pregnant, things are just a bit slow around here, but I'm still ticking along. I'll never give up on my art or my channel. I'm just, I love doing my art, and I'm striving to improve all the time, and I'll always try to find time with it. There'll be slow periods and there'll be periods where I get more done, but I'm always going to be around, and there'll be videos going up here and there. But if you want to catch me on a more regular basis, Instagram, I post there all the time. I probably post there weekly on what I'm working on or what I'm doing. My website 75artstreet.co.uk. You can look at my shop. I've got a blog. I update my blog as much as I can. And so yeah, Instagram, my website, Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter, which usually has, whatever I post, a blog post, or whatever I post to Instagram, it all goes through Twitter, so you can even follow me on Twitter. So yeah, those are my regular places at the moment. If you want to stay more up to date, rather than, my YouTube channel is probably my most quietest part of where I post, because YouTube videos just take up a lot more time and energy and planning, and further down the line I do want to do more videos, but for now I'm just trying to do videos here and there when I can, especially once the baby comes. It will definitely go a bit quiet on the YouTube front, but like I said, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and bookmark my website. Check out my art that I've got. I also have an Etsy shop that I post. Whatever's in my shop I post to my Etsy shop as well. So take care guys, and join me in my next video for my watercolour palette, which I'm going to try to film now and then put up shortly after this video goes live. Okay, take care, bye.